Hello everyone, welcome to Bear Fundy Fortunes. My name is Natalie. I'm here to do the mid-month reading for the sign of Leo the Lion for April 2019. No smudge. Sorry, I've got no ingredients. I can't burn what I don't have, and I'm really thrown off by that. Big time. Big time, big time. I've been doing smudges how long on YouTube? It's been a few years. Oh, see what it does? It throws everything off, and the readings are super intense too, which makes me question if the smudges didn't take the edges off. You know what I mean? Off the readings. You're another one I'd like to rip up and throw away. Some cards I really don't care for them. Let's get right into your reading anyway. Sorry that there's no smudges. It's driving the heck out of me. We've got an almost full moon out there. It's beautiful tonight. For those that are new, this is a 5-card spread, and your first card is your overall energy. Second card, wealth and finances. Third card is house, hearth, home, love, family, friends, and intimate love. Fourth card, challenges, Leo, should there be any. Fifth card, your message from Spirit. These are general readings. They cover your sun sign, rising sign, and your moon signs. These are general readings for those of you new to the tarot community. It may or may not resonate with you. If you want a reading to resonate completely just for you, that requires a personal reading. Also, before I go too far, these readings for mid-month, I'm burning my Fresh Spring. It's one of the new spring scents that are out through Intuitive Candles, and the one that I burned at the first of the month was Almond Cherry, and there's one more left that I'll be burning for the 1st of May readings. These are 2 wicks, a 40-hour clean burn on them, plus depends. And when the wax melts down, they're 100% soy-based. When the wax melts down, you're left with beautiful reveals, kind of like this one here. That's an obsidian something or other. I don't know. But you get beautiful pendants and trees of life and wrapped crystals and stones and semi-precious stones. Here's one of the trees of life. Oh, they're all tangled up with something else. You don't need to see that one there. What side have I got? There we go. There's one right here. All the different stones in it. And some come with just the single stones, a single color, all the way through. Beautiful pendants like my Felicia. I can't show Lilith because she's gone for a walk somewhere. But anyway, they're also having for the last few months, 10% off your order. If you use the promo code, you have to have the promo code and put it in your order. BOFF10 stands for Bay of Fundy Fortunes and the number 10, and they ship internationally. If you want it, they'll ship it. So go to intuitivecandles.com and don't forget your promo code. And you can look at their website and see all the different beautiful wax scents that they have and different forms of wax. Don't you dare fly out on me again. I have to hold them this way, I guess, to get them to not do that. So we want to know what's up for Leo for the last couple of weeks, the month of April 2019. You bring them guidance, heads up, clearance, clarity, direction. Most of all, let it be of a help and bring some happiness and some joy. We'll ask for that for you. One more run through, and then I'm going to cut the deck. I will consult with Felicia. Felicia, as this deck stands, are the top 5 cards, the cards that are meant for this general free public reading for the sign of Leo the Lion for mid-month April 2019. Are these their cards for this general reading? She's so different from Lilith, the way she responds. Thank you. You may rest. You may stop. You may stop. With Lilith, she'd vibrate first, and then she'd stop, and then she'd start her swing. This one here kicks right into it. She doesn't mess around. All right, so let's see. Oh, it's so weird not having the smudge. I miss the smell. There's been so much snow and ice, I still can't get out to pick any ingredients. First card, the overall energy. We're looking at endings the last 2 weeks, Ten of Swords. Your next card is your wealth and your finances here. And we are looking at the Eight of Swords and restriction. Your third card, Leo, your hearth, your home, family, love, intimate love, friends, whatnot, all is good. You've got the Sun and happiness. Oops. Your fourth card are your challenges, should there be any. Page of Cups. Imagination. Right off I heard from this, keep it real, people. Never mind the imagination. That may be your downfall. Keep it real. Oh my goodness. Oh yes, Leo, Leo, Leo. Ten of Cups, completion, the happily ever after card. That's your message from Spirit. And this is your mid-month reading, your mid-month spread. There you go. Read it and weep. That's what I always say. Anyways, we're looking at the very first card. And tens in tarot, they're all about endings. And not all endings, because it's swords. People are going, oh, no, this is awful. We're going to break up. Or someone's going to die. Someone's going to leave me. Someone's going to hurt me. Friendship's ending. My job is ending. It doesn't have to be that. It can be, thank goodness that job is done. I'm happy about that. There's an ending. Another person that's been a pain in your side for a long time has gotten mad at you for something that they were the cause of, and they have walked off. Sayonara, arrivederci, as Bugs Bunny used to say. Bon voyage, you know. And it's almost it is. It's not almost. It's a relief that this person has kind of pulled out of your life. Things will be a lot better from this point on. You didn't hate them. They were just very draining. There was always this negative drama around that. They were really hard to be friends with and to socialize with. It took work and a ton of patience. So they're doing you a favor. Let them think that something they caused was your fault. Let them think that as long as they go. Just go. That kind of a thing. And there won't be, I'm not sensing really, no, there's no breakups. No, quite the opposite vibration going on there for you guys. Things are good as far as your personal relationships are going. But this here, yeah, it could have a few little unknown things, and we automatically, the brain just tends to want to go to the negative side, all the big what ifs, and this kind of a thing. There could be a happening for one or two of you. Something going down that you did not see coming, something you were not ready for, something you didn't know anything about. Therefore, when a slam side comes in, slipping sideways into your life, and it's in front of you, there could be, your response could be pure shock. Just total shock. Left scrambling for your senses because you don't know how to react. You don't know what to say. I just heard him. Okay. All right. See, and it remains to be seen if it's a good thing or a bad thing that I just heard. But somebody is going to be proposed to and you don't see it coming. And you're completely caught off guard. And OMG, it's in a public place. Oh, wow. I don't know. I'd be squirming. Unless I was head over heels, madly in love, and I daydreamed every day about being with this person and being married again to, you know, all of that. If my brain hadn't even gone there, be complete, total, thrown off my feet, onto my backside. Shock. You just don't see it coming. Whatever this is for some of you, whoever this is meant for, it's going to bring reality in at a whole new level for you, Leo. I'm sorry, but it is. It's a whole new level of reality. I didn't need this. Good or bad, I didn't need it. It's just more stuff on my plate. This sort of a thing. And you're feeling a little bit, there's feelings of being overwhelmed. I just heard the word feeling stranded. Oh my gosh, what the stranded means is find me a hole that I can just dive into right now so I can hide, because I feel like I'm all alone in this and nobody can save my butt. I gotta, it's like think on the spot kind of a situation. You're really scrambling there, trying to not show that you are, or show any shock, or anything, anything like that. I don't know. When people are left senseless out of something that hits them out of left field, I find it, most times it's humorous watching the reactions. Of course, I don't think it's funny if it happens to me, and I'd knock you upside your head if you laughed at me, but that's besides the point. But anyway, you're seeing the reality of another situation for some of you. Whatever that situation is between you and somebody else, it doesn't necessarily mean an intimate relationship. It could be a partnership or anything, but you're seeing that the reality here is slapping you. There's no room for growth in something that you are involved in, Leo. There's no growth. You're not seeing it grow, whatever it is. Relationship, business, job, relationships, your garden, I don't know. But there's no growth. And there's not going to be any growth. And you know that in your heart of hearts, you know this. For some, this is an emotional thing. I'm not sure which way to go. You could have, you know, your own business. That's your baby. That would be emotional. Relationships goes without saying. One way or the other, you're going to feel something, right? Either anger relief, hurt and anger. I don't know. But you're facing reality now, and boy, is that ever changing the water on the beans in your life right at the moment. It changes everything for you, whatever this is. One thing about the Ten of Swords, though, however unwanted this card may be when it appears in a reading, it does show the truth of a matter. It shows clarity. It shows truth and honesty. There's nothing hidden. There's no shadows. Everything is illuminated and brought to the surface, and now you see what's what. You see the reality of something. You see what it is you're dealing with, or you see what it is you have to do. Either way, keep going forward or back off and drop it. It's different for everybody, but there are some poignant endings for some of you Leos in your life. The other thing too is you might see what needs to be released and just let go of it. The advice is for you to walk away. Let go. Put your attention back on the here and the now, in the present, but let go of anything that was 5 minutes ago. Let it go. Let go of the past. Don't hold on to it anymore. Keywords here are completion, a release. There's some drama. Transformation going on there. It does change. Like I said, it changes the water, the beans in your life in the moment, and it brings forth truth. But at least there's a sense of victimhood and shock going on, something you didn't know and you didn't see, and it was unfair. Whatever it is, you should have been left in the loop, you might say, or included into something, and either that person or they, if it's more than one person, they never even thought to include you, to let you know, to give you the option to be there. I don't know what that's about. Oversight. Something's getting too big for a group of people. It's getting bigger than them, and now they're starting to slip up. Okay. The next card we're looking at here is the Eight of Swords. And other swords, this is the 8, and 8s are all about change. They can mean your life changing overnight, but I rarely feel that with the 8s. This card is in your finances and your wealth, and your wealth. Eat your wealth. Your wealth. I start getting tongue-tied when I read. I don't know why. I read many, 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 many years ago that when you start getting tongue-tied or you start talking backwards unconsciously, it means that you're close to your subconscious, which is good in my situation. So me talking kind of weird and off, well, if you can decipher it, right? But you're facing financial restrictions here, and that could be, I'm feeling that there's a group of people, a small group of you, and you're all on the same page. You're on a common endeavor. And because of a change, something fell through. Somebody walked away, wanted nothing more to do with that. Now you're facing restrictions because it changes everything. It's almost like you guys had a business plan of some kind, to open up a community business maybe. There were a lot of funds that were raised for all of this, and one person's walked away. It throws the whole balance. It throws the plans off. It throws everything off. You're kind of left scrambling for your senses again. You won't be able to dip into the financial pool as you were previously. And that goes for everybody. within that situation. But whatever changes are coming here, you're realizing that you're feeling under the belt, restrictions at work, restrictions in a relationship or projects like I just talked about. For some of you, personal relationships, and maybe not even just personal, but friendship / business partner. Relationships are on lockdown. Boom. Something's up. Not going anywhere. Not growing. It's just stopped. Hasn't gone back. It hasn't wavered. It hasn't moved forward. It's just locked down. Right where it sits. Right where it stands. And it'll turn out one of the reasons will be somebody here is not able to commit to the same project or same interest or same business. They're not able to commit like they thought they could. Same with relationships, Leo. Oh my God, I don't want to say that. All right. See, I have to, or it'll go over and over in my head. So I have to go to get rid of it. I have to say it. Leo, you're in a third-party relationship, and it's no. Stop it. There's one of you Leos is in a third-party relationship. Okay, and one person is just thinking about it and hasn't acted on it yet. Oh, Leo. Look at what you have. Imagine your life without what you have. If you're already taken, spoken for in a relationship, try to picture life without them in your life. Because either way, it'll go. You're going to get caught. It'll come out in the end. Everything comes out in the end. Is losing who you have in your life, maybe even family, maybe you have children. I don't know. You really have to imagine your life without them in it and you going solo. Really put yourself there. No, seriously, put yourself there. You're having some fun on the side with someone else because they make you, because when we're drawn and attracted to people, and when it goes beyond just a mere attraction, when it starts, you start getting close to somebody else, whether you're single or not, it's always the same thing. It's how that person makes you feel. That's what the big attraction is. That's what the big draw is. It's how that person makes you feel when you're with them. And you're walking on cloud 9, right? But it's still, is it worth it for the life you have right now? You're going to trade that because you know what? Chances are they're going to give that to somebody else after you. Where's it going to leave you? All alone, and not good. You really got to think, Leo, for those. All right. I'm saying it already. I know you guys think I'm nuts, but I hear it. So automatically I just look, just like, okay. They don't want you to do it. All right? Spirit doesn't want you going there. The Spirit wants you to put yourself through a few minutes of torture, heartbreak, and devastation by picturing your loved ones being gone because of what you did. I'm ending it right there. Don't ask me to do no more. Please. Respectfully. Some people, some of you out there as well, you're feeling really, really weighed down by too much responsibility in your life right now. The advice is for you to get in control of your own future, but remain realistic, regardless of what other people think. You're free to be yourself. You don't have to answer to anybody. So therefore, you be less tolerant of those that expect that from you. Yeah, there's too many people out there like that. They just expect you. They snap their fingers and expect you to answer to them, whether they're anything to you or not. Demanding people, nosy, controlling. Fly out of here somewhere. That's what I say. Get out of here. Go find yourself. Leave me alone. Keywords: separation and fear. Burdens. Having a lack of vision. That's what I mean. You get involved with somebody, it makes you feel like $1,000,000 and your vision is stunted. You're forgetting about what you already have going on in your personal life. You're forgetting all about it. You need to create a new vision here for your future. This feeling of being stuck, responsibilities due to changes that are coming up. And for those of you in the financial sector, if you're feeling restrictions due to job, money, income, flow, all that stuff, think before you act is what I'm hearing. For you, you will be okay. You are going, anybody this applies to, you're going to be okay. Don't panic. Don't rush in for one choice. Don't take shortcuts. Don't do that. Look at the bigger picture. Be a grown up. It's okay. How long is this going to take me? What's it going to take, and how long is that going to take? And then start to make a plan. That's the advice from this card for you, Leo. All right, your third card, your hearth, your home. And if there's anything going right in your life right now, for those of you that ain't messing around or thinking about it, life is good at home. Very good. You got the best card to fall into that category. It's all about happiness and joy. This is a card. It predicts joy coming if you're not already in it. It's a very, very positive card. Brings positive energies and vibrations into your life. For somebody, your happiness, your joyful vibrations are going to be enough of a wall to keep out any negativity for a while. You're on a roll. You're on a roll. You're on a run. Everything at home, relationships with the kids, with your parents, with your spouse, your better half. Everything seems to be perfect right now for some of you. You're feeling well protected. That's another thing yet to come for some of you. Feeling happiness and coming in from a lot of stress, going into a well-deserved time of relaxation and rest for you, Leo. You're going to be able to breathe. You're going to be able to come up for air, you might say. Pressures are going to come to an end. Remember, this is general. It's only going to apply to some of you. But the pressure's coming to an end. The break from stress brings forth a time. Now's the time I need to rewind. I need to come back down from going through everything we've been through recently. It was quite stressful. And now I just need time to unwind. And what's the best way to do that? If you've got children, spend time with your children. You'll forget that you're an adult. Really spend some quality one-on-one time with the kids. You really look at the world through their eyes again. You'll find that very refreshing. It might tweak your perspective of your own life, your daily life a little bit from this. And notice how children don't worry. If something negative happens, if they fall, they hurt themselves, they get hit by their brother, their sister, it's always in the moment. And children don't hold grudges. Normally they don't. It's all forgotten about. We could take a page out of their book. Because a lot of the stress, I think, for me, is stuff that I'll hold in and hold on to. Because it's not been resolved, maybe. Or maybe I don't want to confront it because I don't want things getting out of control. I just want peace. I want everything balanced the way it should be. And some of you, I just heard are going, well, that can be a little boring too, Natalie, if things are too balanced and too predictable. And you're right. It's an individual thing. For me, I'm not too good with that unpredictable stuff. I like to know how my day is going to roll tomorrow, or at least for the next week. Should there be any surprises, let them be good ones. I don't mind pleasant surprises. They always make me smile. Somebody's got me good, but in a good way. But a lot of the stress that we carry is stuff that we hold it all in and we find I can't. To know in your head that you won't get swallowed up by whatever problem you're at the moment, that it won't swallow. You need to know that. There's the reality of staying grounded and staying real. If you can't pay your bills, you're going to die. No, you're not going to die. It's going to be real uncomfortable for a while. They shut your services off or something. That's horrible. But you're not stuck there forever. No, you're not. It may feel like that in the moment. You will dig your way back out of it. It will come. It will happen. That's part of real life. We get caught off guard. We're not prepared. We're not. So one of the lessons and one of the messages coming across with this card, Leo, is to be better prepared for anything. Just in case. Have a just in case file, right? And what to do if something comes up. We like to be prepared, and we can't always be prepared. I'm just saying, the off chances for the few rare people that are watching this, you have the wherewithal to be prepared with certain areas of your life, then go ahead and put the preps in motion there. Also, with spending time with your children will help you find your own inner child, and that's really, really great. That I can't say enough about that. Um, but just go forward, do what it is that, whatever it is for you, Leo, that satiates you, that fills you, that contents you, that brings you joy, that whatever it is different for everybody. But go do that. Whatever that is, go do that. Take care of your own inner child. Baby your own inner child. Console your own inner child. Soothe it. It's at the very basis of us. We're still who we are. Before we were, in my mind, before we were even a twinkle in anybody's eye. I could go on forever with that. But what you're doing is you're looking to find some peace and contentment and some inspiration in your life. Take a small trip somewhere that might help you, someplace different you've never been before. Going someplace different is inspiring. You don't even realize till you get home later. I do when I get home later and I go, wow. Oh, wow. And it could have just been a trip to town, into a different part of the city, maybe a street I've never been on before. And I seen something, or I seen the architecture, or something that inspires me, and I get home later and I realize that it did inspire, it stirred something in me. And you like to be stirred inside because that's your passion that's being touched. Your passion. It's moving, it's alive, just in its own energy, and it needs somewhere to go. And if you have the luxury of time and expense, whatever it takes, to indulge in that, the advice of this card is to go ahead and do that. Explore your own passions. Absolutely. But life at home is really good. It shows you spending more concentrated time with your family or those that are close to you in your life. Creative pursuits may take a turn to more than what you thought. You thought this is just a hobby. But things may play out that maybe you can make some money at that hobby. But then would you want to? Because it wouldn't really be a hobby anymore. It'd be more like a job. But something for you there to consider in your own personal choices, your own personal way that you go through your days, and whatever it is you use to pacify yourself through the run of a day, is something for you to take a little bit of a harder look at. But anybody that picks up a hobby right now is it's gonna just grow and flourish. It's gonna grow into something you never knew. Anyways, the advice is appreciate any deserved success that comes your way. Always take time to put up the gratitude to the universe and mean it when you do it. Really mean it. You need to feel it. It's all about emotions. That's where the power lies. You deserve the success, and now's the time of rest. See, rest is really, really being pushed with this card. That's one of the main main meanings. Growth in children, reflection, holiday, success, and contentment are all your keywords. Your next card we're looking at here is Keep It Real. Challenges, Page of Cups. Don't let your imagination take you to places you really don't want to go. Because in hindsight, you say, why did I go there? I didn't want to go there. I was just thinking about it. Right? This card's partly about your inner child. This page is probably a good friend coming to bring you some messages or some news, or he heard about some offers in business or new work. For those of you that are single, and I'm going to stress the word single because if you're not, this isn't for you. Stay out of it. Plug your ears. Turn your head the other way. For those of you that are single and are ready, there's a new love coming into your life. And for those of you already in relationships as well, there is growth in your relationships in love. There's growth here. At this point of the game, towards the end of the month, the money flow picks up for some of you, and friendships are being highlighted here as well. Spending quality time with the people in your life that you care about the most. Maybe even forsaking something you were planning on doing for the weekend, but your friends want to do something else. They've not seen you in forever because you've been so busy. You're gonna aim to go for your friends. You can't ignore your relationships. That's hard for me at times. I don't get out much. I don't have a vehicle still. I got to work on manifesting that red Jeep. But the red color was never me. It was my girlfriend Sherry, my best friend Sherry, that was had this very vivid dream. She felt it was prophetic dream. Um, and she's seen her and I going up the coast here in a brand new, beautiful red Jeep with Bay of Funny Fortunes written in gold lettering on the sides. It was a rag top, and the top was down. And she said it was the best dream she'd had in a long time, and it felt so real. I want hunter green or black. That's my colors right there. I like them. But anyways, what was I saying? If I don't, all my communication's done online, so it's a horrible thing when my internet goes down. It's horrible. The power goes out. It's horrible. Because it's my lines of communication, and I have a landline. That's it. I don't have a cell phone. No vehicle. I can't get out and go visit my friends. I have to wait for them to come visit me. And 99% of them don't live anywhere near out here. They all live in the city or in other towns or villages. They have a long ride ahead of them to come and visit me. So I try to keep in touch online through emails and through, Facebook and these sorts of things. And I get so many messages around the day from other people that I can't keep them all straight. And it's like, okay, that's not important. I'll answer them later. Who's this? That's not important. I'll answer them later. And I don't mean to, and I forget. I get caught up. I get too busy. And unfortunately, some of my friends, I'm a little while getting back to them as well. And I had some friends 2 years ago almost, that got really offended by it. They became very angry and upset about it. I honestly, literally did not have the time of day to give to them, and that was sad, But they got so angry about it and said things that they can't take back, and I'm just like, wow. Now tell me how you really feel. Those friends are no friends anymore. Put it that way. True colors come out. I don't know. But it's difficult to juggle everything when you're really, really too busy. But I got good news no matter what's going on for the first week and a half, because look how the month is ending for you. You got the happily ever after card. OMG to the stars and back, Leo. It's beautiful. But you see, we have another 10 here. The first 10, everybody goes, oh, no, loss, endings, and all that. Here's another 10. Endings of things that mean well, and they're good all the way around. There's nothing negative in this card. This is a card, again, for those of you spoken, turn your head the other way, plug your ears. But it can be a card of very strong romance for some, and love. Those already there. If you're in a newer relationship, you're taking it to the next level because the bonds are growing. They're deepening. There's a deepening going on with the bonds, and that's a beautiful thing. Social life is going to get a little more busier. You stand back and you look at your family and you're feeling very accomplished and very proud and very satisfied with your life when you do look at your family, because you're seeing your family grow. They're not just growing, they're absolutely thriving. They're doing so well right now. And you say, how did I ever get this lucky? That's such a great family. A lot of love in my life. This is a time of celebration as well, literal and figuratively. Celebrations. There's a celebratory atmosphere going on, and somebody's feeling so happy with the way their life is right now, they want to celebrate just that. I just want to celebrate my life, and everybody that includes. Just because party, just because. You're feeling so good. You know what? This for somebody. You're feeling so good and everything is so perfect except for the outside of your circle. There's a few little things that are left unbalanced. Disagreements with people, maybe people you work with, maybe your neighbors. You want to clear those off as well. You don't want anything leaving a bruise on this beautiful time. You want everything balanced and everything. And to say, yes, life can be almost perfect at times. In moments can be perfect. And you want to make this a perfect moment. And you'll do that. Your home, those of you that have children, it's going to be very busy. That electric wave that goes through the house, and it's just like, there's so much noise, commotion, but it's all good stuff. It's kids laughing, parents laughing. There's a lot of joking going on. There's a lot of spontaneity going on. Let's all go for a drive to the beach. This kind of a thing. Last minute. Kids are loving it. You're loving it. But there's a connection going on right now, and it's the most beautiful connections you could ask for. It truly, truly is. Even those that have been pulled off away from the family a little bit, maybe you've been kind of withdrawn into yourself. You've been quiet lately. You know, you have your meals and then you disappear in another part of the house till it's bedtime. You go to bed, you get up, next day you do it all over again. Things is going to be so beautiful that even you're going to be pulled out of that. You're going to be pulled right back into the circle of the family or friends where you belong. And you're going to be almost embarrassed that you spent as much time off alone as you did, and over what? If it was something you couldn't do anything about, you shouldn't have done that in the first place. You shouldn't have went there. It's something out of your control. And life is hard because reality and truth can be difficult as well. When we have to face a reality and a truth that we're not pleased about, we have to find a way to deal with it, not withdraw. We have to come forward and come out even more and stand more out in the open to get it under control. Don't let one thing shadow over all that beauty in your life. Think about that. Especially if you had a falling out with somebody, you didn't really like them anyway, but they bested you up in an argument and you just pulled yourself right out of everything and everybody because of it. You're so mad about it. You're so put out. You're embarrassed. You're this, you're that. All these things. In the meantime, there's your happy family and there's your group of friends. And you pulled yourself away over somebody you didn't like. Think about that. Think about it. Doesn't make any sense, does it? Hurt yourself and sacrifice your own happiness and your own joy over somebody you didn't really care about and they pissed you off. And you're putting all your energy into that. It doesn't make any sense. Look at it logically. But we're showing here such a happy house, a happy home, prosperity in work, feeling successful. Some of you looking for your dream home will find your dream home. Just towards the end of the month, you may find something that's really sparked your interest. And the price is right. So's the location, so what are you waiting for? Make an appointment and go see it. Some of you are not only finding your dream home, you're also in the process of having children as well. The advice of this last card for you is you can feel blessed for the life that you have. Take the time and celebrate it in any way that you can. Keywords are family and love, wedding for somebody, a new home, gaining security in your life, children, and the final word in your reading is celebration. And yes, all the readings are very long this month, and I'm sorry about that. Anyways, thank you very much. I hope you got something out of that. I hope it gave you some guidance. I hope it gave you some hope. I hope it gave you some clarity. Most of all, I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. And everybody else, thanks for your comments and your likes and your shares. And I've been behind on checking the comments. I'm sorry, I didn't check them from the first of the month, but if I get time, I'm going to get to them as well. If you're not allergic to Facebook, and most people are these days, the numbers in the group do not reflect the numbers on the channel. Believe you me, it is like a pin drop in the bucket. But anyways, that's okay, because you know what? Sometimes if things get too big, it's not a good thing. I like the group where it's at right now. We're at a good number. And you don't have to take part. You don't even have to show your head. You don't have to do anything. If you just want to be there to learn and to grow and watch everybody else, that's fine too. But the thing about the group, it's closed and it's private. Anything that goes on in there stays in there. And it's a very, very peaceful place to be. It's kind of zen-like at times. And it's just a wonderful place. If you feel beautiful spirits, please come and join us. Bay of Fundy Fortunes on Facebook. Anybody else, if you're looking for me, if I'm not right here, this time of year, you usually find me down below walking down at the cove, along the beach, along the water's edge to bring the highest tides in the whole planet, the beautiful, the bountiful, the Bay of Fundy. And no matter where you find me, I'm always keeping one eye on the tides, whether they're incoming or outgoing, because I'm a tide junkie. That's what I am. Please keep the peace in so you can share that love and your light out with the rest of the world. Do the butterfly effect and smile at someone today. Pay something a little bit forward, even a pinch. Those are the ones that make the biggest boom. It's the little ones. And you'll know that you did your part for humanity today, no matter how small. I hope you all have a really good rest of April for you. The last 2 weeks, I hope they go in your favor. I hope that you're living happily ever after come the end of the month, as the 10 of Cups suggested. Until then, I hope to see you all back here in May. May. Oh boy. Bye for now.